Everyone, back today for another video. This is a ramble video. You probably got that from the intro. I haven't been on much today. I did log on to disenchant a bunch of stuff. I had lots of stuff that needed disenchanting. You can see we made a fair bit of gold. I did make a bunch more, but I've been buying these things as they've been cheap, and I'll show you why. Normally I just do the enchanting stuff in this video, the enchanting prep, but today I'm going to show you also the tailoring prep I'm doing, the stuff that you can make for decor. So I'm going to show you that stuff. I promise I won't make you sit there and watch me craft 100, but I'll show you where I'm going and how I'm doing it. Just because it is it is becoming a huge part of how I'm making gold. Enchants are still the dominating factor by far. But I just figured we'd show this as well. So I logged onto my alchemist and I made a couple of things. You can see here. There's quite a lot in here, and if you've got an alchemist, it is very good gold right now, so don't underestimate doing that. Even if you can only log in like this, you can only make one of these a day, but it's easy, it's not expensive to make, it's a fair chunk of profit, and sometimes things like this make insane gold. This is making nice profit right now, so I made a bunch of those. And so I logged into my alchemist, I made those. I didn't show you it. If you want me to start showing you that, because I don't always do it. I do always log on to my alchemist, but I don't always make these extra things to send over. But if you do want me to start showing you that, just let me know in the comments. This is just leftover stuff from last night that either sold or didn't. Like I said, I've not done this this morning. So we'll open all of that and we'll get started, and we'll start listing stuff on the auction house and get prepped for our wander around, and just see what we get up to today. So like always, we'll do the gold prep because everybody seems to really like that, so we'll continue on with it. So 45,000 gold overnight, which is not bad. Last night was raid night for us, so I didn't do very much in terms of prepping for gold. Basically, I just listed all of our stuff. All of the stuff here, I just listed it all and then didn't check it again. I probably should have run an undercut scan last night before I logged off and relisted them. I didn't, and I should have because I was on, but it was late and I just logged off. So yeah, probably could have made a bit more there, but it's not too bad. You can see here, I don't remember what we ended on. We were like almost at 2 million after I bought all the tokens last week. So I've made a fair packet of gold this week. Again, mostly that AFK gold stuff I've been doing while I've been working on my book. So it's just like I've explained before, logged in and just checking to see if I'm undercut. So I haven't been going to do any active farms or anything this week. Even the videos that have been posting, like the moats of fire farm and things like that, that's been pre-recorded from a little bit ago. Like I said, I knew I was going to have this downtime where I was working on the book and couldn't make new videos. That video, I made it before I kind of switched the content I was making. Like, we're still doing the gold stuff, but I've kind of moved more into kind of gold mentality, like mindset with making gold and the ways to do that. So you're making gold kind of consistently and learning how to do that without breaking yourself. So it's an older video. It's still going to make you gold. The moats of fire is not the best farm. It isn't. It's very difficult to find a way to do that on repeat. The moats, don't get me wrong, they sell very quickly, and people buy them in huge amounts. You can see here I've got 101 primals, and I think there are moats of fire somewhere in here, up here. You can see here I dropped over 100,000 gold buying these. People are buying them. I'm not the only one. But it is hard to farm. It is hard to farm. We're not going to sell those, I don't think. We're turning those into other things. So I just show you the moats. If you're, so we should probably run an auction house scan so everything's listed at the price so you can see. Some of these things might not say they're at profit, and I'll talk you through it because, like I said, I've been buying these during the week when they're cheap. I did not pay these prices. I was buying like these moats of life. I was picking those up at 15, 11 and 15 gold. These ones at under 200 gold. Moats, Primal Fire is always pretty expensive, but I have been picking those up around 600 gold. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll get 500 like high 500s. So just assume, because that's what I've been doing, I buy these as they're cheap. So just assume that I did not pay these prices for it, because that's what happened. So when this says -6 gold profit, it's not for me. I bought these at, I think, 61 gold each, maybe even high 50s. And like I said, 600s. So I am making profit here. But basically for these, you need lots of motes to do them. Sometimes it is cheaper to buy them as primals. You can see here as this example. The motes of life are cheaper than the primal life. So you want to buy the motes. And if you drag and drop the motes into your bar, you can button mash. I'm going to button mash, and I don't know if that'll edit it out, so I try not to talk at the same time just to show you. But you can button mash these. They all have separate cooldowns. The mote of water will dismount you, but the rest of them, they won't. And you can, I'll just button mash for a second. I'll be quiet while I do it, just in case there's no editing out the sound. See how they all have separate cooldowns? I can make them all very quickly. You do not have to manually click these. And if you just button mash, you can make lots of them. You can do it while flying, you can do it while standing here. Normally I try to do it while I'm flying to the moon well, or the altar, or wherever it is that I'm going. But it is not, it is time, it is extra time, but you already, to make these things, you already have to fly places, so you might as well button mash on the way. Whether or not you're taking the flight path or flying there directly. So we will go there. I will show you how I'm making these things. The spell cloth, it's very good. It's a very good seller, but it is a pain in the ass to make. So, but we will go there and I will show you it all. So I'll go do that first, and then we'll do enchants after. So everything is in Outland for what we're making, what we're going to make. The Outland cloths are making the most gold right now. There is still the Northern cloths, and I can show you that as well. They are a bit more finicky. They're not always in profit, because they are much easier to make. You can literally buy the stuff and make them anywhere. So lots more people are making those. These Outland ones are doing well because people are just aren't willing to fly to the places. And it would only be worth, like, if you're going to make a decor, as an example, if you're going to make a decor, you need 8 of these things, I think. It is not worth flying to a place to make 8 of those. You will buy them, and I get that. So if you are going to make these to sell, it costs you, you have to do a huge outlay. So I took the portal to Shatterer, just in case anybody missed that. You do have to do a huge outlay with these motes, buying the motes. It costs a lot of gold, but for 100 cloths, I make about anywhere from 3,000 gold profit to 20,000 gold, depending on the margins I'm making. And you have to make that in a big lot, otherwise you're coming here lots. So I'm just going to stop talking for a minute and button mash. Normally I button mash on the way here, but I'm very conscious of the fact that you might not be able to edit this down out. So I'll button mash until we've got them all, and then I'll start rambling again. Alright guys, the button mashing is over. I don't know if we're going to be able to edit that out. I don't have enough waters. What's the go here? Did I not buy enough waters? We've got some. Spice, we've got some. It's fine, we'll just make what we've got. Normally I make these in 100s, because it's just easier, because you don't have to backwards and forwards. Over the weekends, I can sell 200 of each kind of cloth in the weekend. So don't be afraid to make 100. Like I said, you have to be prepared for outlay. So I was almost at almost at 3 million gold before I bought all of the regions I needed to make these. So there is a really massive outlay. Like you can see here, we'll look at the spell cloth, because I'm currently making the moon cloth. So I put in 50,000 there, and we need 100 of these. So we'll take that out just so you can see visually. 76, over 100,000 gold investment to make 100 of these. And 56 gold profit on 100, it is a small number for that investment, but it does sell very well. Like 5,600 gold, it's not huge, but when it's very easy to sell, and like I said, this is not the correct profit margin. I am buying these for cheaper than listed, so my profit margin is probably closer to like 180 gold, which is, it is a lot, but we're going to work it out at the gold that is listed here, because if you're doing this today, that's probably how you're going to run it until you're comfortable buying a bunch of it. We're just going to fly to the next one. For the primal mooncloth, you need a well. The closest well to shatter it is just here in the thicket. The altar, you need to go, there's an altar just down here in Shadow Moon Valley. You have to go there to make the shadow cloth. There is nowhere else to make the shadow cloth. So we're going to fly there and I'll ramble while we go. But the investment you need to put into, I'm just going to put my fast flying on so you guys can watch me crash into everything, just making sure I'm going in the right direction. Normally I would take the flight path here and walk away. So you do have to put a lot of investment in this. And like I said, 56 gold doesn't sound like a lot. It is very easy to sell, but I am making more profit than that because I've been staggering buying these things like early in the morning and very late at night. So like if you do a raid night or something and you're on at like 11 o'clock or 10:30, that's a pretty good time to buy these. But also early in the morning, like if you can jump on before work or something, the prices for these things are much lower than trying to buy them in the evening. So it is your call when you're doing this, but if you're looking to make the most profit possible, even if all you can do is log in and buy them and you do literally nothing else, they're just, you've bought them and you're done. You will save a lot of gold just being strategic about buying these things. So I take the path through these mountains here to this altar. I'll show you it. Just in case you haven't been here before and you don't know how to make it, you do have to level your Outland tailoring to be able to learn these. I don't know what level you have to be. Maybe it will tell us. I'm level 66 for these. We'll just start creating these. This says it's negative. It is not for me. I've bought them at much lower prices than this. My profit margin is maybe 80 to 100 gold, depending on when I bought the stuff. So 80 to 100 gold per cloth. So, and I should probably show you. This is a little altar. The guy stands here. This is just what it is. Like I said, it's down here. It just has a visual, just so anybody who hasn't been here before, go back to making these. So it is a big investment, but you do sell lots of it. Like I said, over the weekend, I can sell 200 of each kind of cloth. And during the week, I sell maybe 100 over 2 days of each kind of cloth. I'm making lots and lots of this and selling lots and lots of this. So enchanting still makes me more gold, but once midnight rolls over, my enchanting build, until I level it back up and get the range of patterns I've got now, it's not going to make me gold once midnight rolls around. Not like it is now. Like it might initially, as people are still desperate to get any kind of enchant, until there's lots of other people able to make the midnight enchants. But this cloth stuff, because it is associated with Decor, will continue to make gold into midnight. I don't know how stable it is. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you the future. But there will be a lot of people who are returning in midnight. I've got guildies and things that are already saying things like they're returning in midnight. Usually it's in the conversation about raiding that this pops up. But there are a bunch of people who are just literally not playing now, who intend to come back in midnight. So there will be a wave for these kinds of cloths and things. Will it be a moneymaker all the way through midnight? I would say no. It still might make gold, specifically these ones, because you have to go to a place to do it, and that sucks. So these ones might still make gold, but it will not make it on the level it is at the moment. So I reckon this maybe has another month or two of the insane profit we're making with these and the easy way we're doing it. So you can buy these patterns. There's a couple of vendors. You have to fly around and collect them, and you can Google it where the vendors are, or you can just buy them from the auction house. Lots of people are capitalizing on that, where they've stopped at the vendor, realized that vendor has the pattern, and they're listing on the auction house. So if you're looking to save yourself time, you could buy the pattern. It's totally up to you. I have no idea what they're listing for. It's totally up to you, but I can say with confidence, even if you're buying that pattern off the auction house, you will make the gold back. So spellcloth, you have to go to the Nether Storm. I fly it to area 51 or 52 or whatever it is. We can look over here, area 52. I just fly there, and as long as you stop, and I will take the flight path there and speed you guys through it, not not ramble through that, make you watch me fly there. I take the flight path there, and as long as you stand near the flight path guy, it counts as in the nether storm. And you can make the cloth there, but you have to click it every time. If you've watched these ramble videos, you've had me whinge about that. You have to click it every time. So we will fly there. Oh, that's not the flight master. Where's the flight master? Oh, I was just speaking to the wrong guy. Clicking all the wrong buttons, guys. While I'm flying there, I'm going to go make a coffee so there's a little more cognition when we arrive. All right, I will see you guys there. All right, guys, we are at area 51. I can show you on the map. It doesn't say Netherstorm up here, but you see on this, it says requires Netherstorm. I have run around this place a bit, and some areas, like even if you are in the zone, some areas just won't let you make the dust, won't let you make the cloth. This one, I find that this spot is the easiest to get to because it's such a long flight. I do the moon cloth, I do the shadow cloth, and then I take the flight path here and I go make coffee or I wander away. In this case, I was editing the video and making coffee, so that's why I'm a bit AFK, because I was gone for a bit longer than I planned. But flying here with the flight master is the easiest way to do it, because then you don't have to, I mean, you maybe shave like 3 or 4 minutes off, but really is it worth it when it's a 7-minute flight? And then you can just, if you stand here and you don't move around, you can make the spell cloth. These are annoying. It has a create all button, and it literally just does not do the create all thing. Also, you will notice Craft Sim is saying this is making insane profit. It is not. It is, what it is doing there is it's broken. It is broken specifically for spellcloth. I don't know why, but it is listing the sell price, not the profit totals. So I will not make you sit here and watch me click 100 of these. But I am going to sit here and click 100 of these, and I will see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, a bajillion clicks later, and we have all of our cloth. So I'll just put it all together in a pile. You can see it's all here. So I'll just open the auction house quickly and talk to you about it. Do not list all of these at once. Don't do it. Do not list all of the 100 unless you are getting off for the day and you're willing to take a gamble. So basically, I list these at 20 at a time. Some people seem to be listing them at 12. I've already got some on here because I had some left over. See, I've got 4. I list them 20 at a time, but people buy them in lots of 4 or 8. I can't remember. So I list 20 at a time. You can see here there is a deposit here. If I list 100 and I have to cancel this because I'm undercut, I very quickly blow out my margins. If I have to cancel and relist this 40 times to sell, I've really nerfed the amount of gold I'm making. So just be sensible about how many you're listing at once. I list 20 at a time because it's just the easiest to quickly mash for me. And I find it to be a sensible number. So that's my recommendation there. I'm going to teleport back to my house to make our enchants there because I just think it's nicer. I will see you guys there. Alright guys, now that we've made our cloths, we're going to do our enchants. You can see some of the enchants I made last night are selling. I didn't check the price. At this point in the expansion, if you've got leftover enchants, you are just listing them, whether or not they're in profit. Because anything you make back is winning. They're usually in profit. I'm not going to say, I can't promise they will be in profit because they do swing wildly. I haven't checked any of this morning. So I'm going to run another auction house scan. Let you see now. I opened the mailbox. I got it all out and I relisted it without checking anything. It's just that point in the expansion. You don't want to be holding it when midnight rolls over in the beginning of March. Not if you can avoid it. So we're going to run the scan. There's a couple of things listed on here, but we'll just do our making it like there isn't because I'm still relatively confident we're going to sell it all. We probably need storm dust. And look at how cheap that is. Winning. So let's buy 3,000 of that. And just so we've got it so we don't have to buy it halfway through. and let's have a look at our enchants. So I'll continue to go through this because people have said that they really like it. So I mean, you could just skip through straight through to the actual ramble part if you want. So don't forget to use your Shatter Essence. If you are in a place where it is winter, use the Vial of Bountiful Seasons as well. I am in Australia. It is summer. We are doing a lot of practicing melting. So the Vial of Bountiful Seasons does not give me a resourcefulness buff right now. It gives like a finesse buff, which is good if you're mining, but it is not good if you're trying to make 100 enchants. So we will make probably 10 of each of these things. Normally I would make a bit more, but like you've seen, I've got them on the auction house already, and I don't want to sit here and check which ones I've made and which ones I haven't. Lately I have been selling so many of these enchants. We will reset this because it's got that ridiculous profit margin from those cloths. So many enchants. Remember how I buggered up and bought 40,000 of these vellums? 41,000 or something? You can see here I have sold 7,000 enchants. 7,000 guys, 7,000 enchants since that stuff up. So lots and lots of gold with enchants. Really, go check it out, seriously. So we will make as many of these as we can that are in profit. Again, with the resourcefulness build, sometimes something says negative, but it is actually profit. I'll point those out when they come across them. I am selling lots of Scouts March. Like Scouts. Should have drank the coffee before recording again instead of just making it. Scouts March is selling like crazy. Like I just can't keep up with it. So I will make 40 of those. Just so you know, I cannot express how many of those I'm selling and how quickly I am selling them every day. Like it is probably those in the Glimmering Ring enchants I'm having to make and remake, and the Radiant Chest enchant, make extra of those every single day. Like it doesn't matter the day. I need to make some Defenders March as well. Like it sells okay, but looks like everybody's going for the speedy buff for their boots as they prepare for midnight, the things that are going to help them get places faster. The Cavalry March hasn't been in profit for a little while. It was for a little bit there as everybody was going hard into farming lumber, but that seems to have died back. I don't know if it will come back in midnight. Personally, I prefer the Scouts March enchant for myself because it's got extra utility. Like if I'm on the ground in raids or mythics, and that's like my preferred content. So like I like that's what I prefer to do when I'm playing WoW. So it seems lots of people are prioritizing being able to do those things over being able to go a little bit faster mounted. It takes so long to make lots of these, so I'm just gonna shush so I can speed this one up for you. So we will make some Defenders March, but just not on the level we were making the Scouts March. Mirror Powder sometimes does well. It reckons here I'll make 45 gold if I make a bunch of these, so I will test it. We will see what else we can make with the Leyline Residue first. This has been doing really well. I don't know what's happened. It's like people have suddenly stopped making it, and the profit margins of that have gone up really well. This is a Decor item. It's also, I don't know, people probably use it for some kind of buff. And there's a lot of people pushing to get Mythic and things like that now that it's the end of the expansion. Like if you do the dungeons if you do a Mythic 10 plus, you get a portal, and that will be very helpful to have. So I think there's just a lot of people who are pushing those things, the Mythic dungeons, the Mythic raids, trying to get them wrapped up. So these things are still selling. This is also a Decor item, but these things are still selling. And it seems like not very many people are making them. Right after I said Cavalry's March is not making a lot of gold, look at that. It's just trying to make me a liar. So we will make some of those as well. So you can see in the sidebar, I am selling the Mooncloth and still in chance. We're going to have to buy more of these vials. And look at my profits, my session profit already. And I'm only halfway through the list. I'm going to have to go buy the vial because it's used for a lot of enchants. So I'll buy some of those and we'll list what we've got. But you can see the amount of gold I'm making. Like I said, you do have to sell this before you make the profit, but I have no doubts I will sell this. I've just been selling volumes of this. It's just, I don't know why more people aren't doing it. It could be that lots of us are doing it. It's possible lots of us are doing it. But it could also be that the volume of people looking to buy these things across all of the different servers and realms is just incredibly high. So it is a really good moneymaker. It's very low effort. I'm going to list more of these while I'm here. You can see how it's taken a good eating. These haven't been selling. Well, they are, just not on the same level of speed. So we'll still list some because maybe I'll just list 8 of those. Usually these are a bit more competitive for the weekend, especially at 2:30. What did I say we needed? The vials. Oops, vial 1L. Oh my goodness, guys, it's getting worse. There it is. We'll buy those. Look, we made some gold. Hopefully we don't have to do reloads. That's been messing up our total, all these reloads we had to do last time. Like, we ended up as still negative because I bought 2 tokens, which was, you know, like, we're probably going to buy tokens today, but we can make a total. I can buy them right at the end because I guess I'm not sure what people want. I know I've started showing buying the tokens because I got the sense people didn't believe I was really doing that. So I've started to show you me buying the tokens and mounts and just stuffing around with my gold, basically. I'm not sensible. This is not an optimized channel. I actually was playing around with a music maker thing that my guild's been mucking about with and made it like a fun little song. I might put it in Discord for everybody to listen to because I'm not sure about the copyrights with it. But just basically a mess around song about how I make a lot of gold, but I'm really senseless with it. So I'll put it in Discord, I guess, for anybody who's interested in listening to the fun little song. But I'm not sensible with my gold. This is not that channel. I am like the kind of person who makes gold to play with it. I'm not a hoarder. Like I am. If you've been inside my WoW house, I am a decor hoarder. But with my gold, I will spend it. In my brain, I shouldn't be making 20 of these, to be honest, because they sell really quickly. In my brain, if I've got gold, it's to spend, not to hold and go look at all my gold. I really love spending gold, and that's what I'm trying to show you in these Ramble videos, just like Ever's natural habitat, really. What happens when I'm just out in the wild doing things with, like, here's my gold prep, lost in a cave again. She's found him out. She's running around. We've spent 100,000 gold on Decor, and now she's bought like tokens as well. Just like it, I'm assuming this is the type of gold play people want to have in general. Like if you've got a choice with your gold, this is what most people would do with it. I don't think most people would just hold on to it and hope for the best. So this is just kind of what I would naturally do. So that's what I'm showing you here. Even if it's a gold loss, I'm like, you should see me. I'm like, I tried to give a guildie 50,000 gold last night because he was telling me it was poor. Like, it's just like that. I have so much gold, I couldn't even tell if it accepted the trade or not. So it's just buggering around, really. I'm going to keep making these enchants. I'm going to try and be quiet for some of them so I can speed up the time I'm spending doing this for you guys, because you can see I'm making it. I'm going to have to go buy something. I think it's gleaming shards. Might be storm dust. Maybe we should just buy both. I think it's storm dust. So I'll buy some storm dust, and that'll eat our totals again. So far we're still positive though, so look at us. Woohoo! And we'll list what we've made. Making 20 of these radiants because they sell in massive volumes. As you can see, I'm speeding a few of these up to try and trim the video length for you guys. When you're making these things, guys, don't just make the thing that is in the most profit. So Oathsworn Strength makes a lot of gold. It does. You can see here it's making 408 gold. It's a very competitive enchant. If you were to put 3,000 storm dust into making as many of these as you can, you will not make a lot of gold. You will make gold, don't get me wrong, but it is a very competitive enchant. I know some people have mentioned with a couple of my guides that they're not making too much gold, which is totally fine. It depends server by server and what you're doing and how you're playing. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. But if you're not making enough gold, my recommendation is that you are not diversifying enough. If you are making 100 Oathsworn enchants, that is not a sensible move. You should be trying to make 100 enchants spread across many enchants. So there is less competition, and if something happens to the market, if it swings wildly or somebody dominates it more than you can, you're not stuck with 100 of something you can't sell. Diversifying your income, just like in the real world, diversifying your income in WoW is the safest way to go. The more income streams you have, the safer you are if something gets nerfed. So if you've been making enchants or you've been making lots of mining, because I'm making lots of gold with mining at the moment, Corium ore in particular is just insane. It's like, I don't know, it sells as fast as you make it. You don't even have to watch it. It is a big investment though. Like I spent like, I think 50,000 gold buying 250 corium ores to make into bars, and it was only 39 gold profit per thing. I'm making 20 of these, and I will for each of the radiants because they're the best enchant for almost every class, and you will sell a lot of them. But they're selling really fast, and the investment on that is huge. So I'm okay buying a lot of that because the investment side of it blocks out a lot of people. Like lots of people will not put 100,000 gold into buying corium ore. So that is a bit safer. But like with the things like copper ore and stuff like that, do not just make 100,000 copper ores. Try to make copper ores and iron ores, and like just try to diversify what you're selling. You'll do better that way. It'll be less brutal if something swings. You won't kind of compete with yourself. Like if you've got 1,000 copper ores to sell, you have to sell all of the copper ores before that one. So I don't know how to explain this. You have to sell 1,000 copper ores to make profit. But if you make copper ore and then iron ore and then silver ore, all of the ones that are in profit, you might only have to sell 100 of each of those things to make profit. So you're not in your own way to make profit, to maximize the amount of profit you're making. Hopefully that makes sense. Usually I tab out for these. I'll click make 20 and then I'll tab out and go answer comments or edit a video or something. My buff is almost gone. Can we do it? Nah, that last one missed out. So we will buff back up. This is taking longer now because I'm making these in larger amounts because they're just selling. They're just selling. You can see here we're up to 40,000 gold in profit. I haven't made it all the way through the list yet. I'm gonna miss this easy gold. Trying to bank as many tokens as I can with it. I have to make 40 each of these glimmerings, and then I still might have to make more before this ramble video is over. So I'm going to, I guess I can keep recording it, but I won't be talking during it. And what I'll do is I'll speed it up and I'll talk over it while I'm editing, so you guys don't have to sit here the whole time I'm making 40 of each of these glimmerings. I know making these enchants is taking a while. We make cloth as well, but we are 34 minutes into the video and it's been largely prep. Normally I would not do this much prep before gameplay, but at the moment gold making is just insane. You've seen I bought 2 tokens last week. I'm gonna buy 2 tokens this week. It is just worthwhile to spend that little bit extra time at the moment to really bank up as much subscription as you can. So you're not having to worry about it. Also, I know raids, gearing up for raids, enchants, gems, it's all going to be very expensive, and I'm going to spend a huge amount of gold right at the very beginning of the next expansion. So that's why I'm putting so much effort into this now, so I can put in a little bit less effort later. Alright guys, we are finally there. We still have the weapon enchants, but we're going to list what we've got. I'm going to try and speed this up for you as much as possible because we are making huge, massive amounts of these. But you guys asked for it, so here it is. Like you can see, I can open the thing up again in a minute. We are at 50,000 gold profit or somewhere around there. We will need to run an undercut scam once we've done all this because it is taking a while to make these. I think we've so far spent like, I don't know, half an hour putting all of this together. Normally I wouldn't include the cloth stuff for you guys, but just because the enchanting is ending kind of temporarily, is ending in terms of the amount of gold it's going to bring in, just until you can level it up again. It didn't tell us what our number was. Well, that's rude. Outrage. I don't know. It didn't tell us what our number was. I got derailed by that. Can't remember what we were talking about. Oh yeah, how long this is taking. Basically, this is taking ages. But this type of prep it's going to be really worthwhile if you can do it. Like normally I would do this once, and this is my prep for most of the day. With the way enchants are selling at the moment, though, when I'm AFK doing this, with the way enchants are selling at the moment, I can make what you have just watched me make 4 or 5 times a day, because it is just insane right now. If you've got an enchanter, seriously, go do it, guys. You only need silver level stuff. We are going to make gold level stuff, because I've not done that for a while, and I don't know how long this has been maxed for. The profits I've been making has been with the silver level enchants. It's just, I know I keep saying it, but I really do mean it. It is insane. So we will make these. I'll have a quick hunt through, and I am making a video. I will make a video probably in the next week on my add-ons. Somebody asked specifically for that. Lately, the only video I've been making weekly has been this Ramble video. The other ones have been pre-recorded, aside from my Candle Victory thing, because it was associated with the Ramble. So I will make that add-on one, and I will post it hopefully before midnight, and hopefully Blizzard doesn't wreck anything that I put in that video. But if it does, I will just make another video afterwards, just checking these for what is the most profit. Sometimes it is the weirder enchants. Like you can't be sure it is like the Oathsworn or something. Sometimes you'll be really surprised. Like this one's making 1,000 gold right there. 1,200. That'll be really competitive though, the Oathsworn will. I don't know what it is. I think it was like the best enchant for most classes for a little while. And lots of people learned it. is my thought process there. And that's why it's really competitive. Where's the Winged Grace one? Did we check Winged Grace? I think we're going to make Winged Grace because it's basically the best enchant for everybody, and there's lots of people leveling alts. So we'll make 2 of those, I reckon, and then maybe 2 of those one. Just making sure I turn the microphone back on. How awkward would that be? Oh, she's doing something, but she's not telling us anything about it. Where is it? Oathsworn. Oh, I have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. No. It's a chest enchant, I think. There it is. Oh, we can't make any more. Look at that. I think we can make one of the baby ones. How much are these? One of these will be like 277 or something. 274. Rude. Look at that. 2 off. It's fine. So we will list all of these for sale. And then I will run an undercut scan, and we will list them all again for like a fresh start because it took a little bit to make this. And then we will go off and do some decor hunting. I can show you the inside of my house. It's upgraded a little bit. We can go on a bit of a tangent. I'll ramble about just everything. But a little bit about what I've noticed is changing and midnight stuff and just what I've been up to and things like that. I think some people are using this as like a chill out zone, which is awesome because it is kind of my chill out zone too. It's nice and relaxing doing this kind of video. It's not taking a lot of effort. This is more me and my natural habitat, which is fun, and it's really great that you guys are enjoying that. So I know I keep mentioning it, but I am really genuinely surprised by how many people like this video. I was expecting like like a little bit of backlash because it wasn't very clearly gold. Like, it is gold, we're making gold, but like we're just making gold my way, I guess, and not the way 100 other gold makers are on YouTube. It's just a bit different. So I suppose maybe that's what people like about it. It's just a bit different. So we will cancel everything that is undercut. We will relist it, and we will go off into the wild and do something fun. Said I was going to talk about the Northern stuff, and I'll talk about it. I won't show you. Where is it? These ones, Moonshroud and Spellweave. These are, you can see here, 22 gold. They will sell very quickly. These ones in particular, Spellweave, will sell very quickly. And you can, sometimes I make those in 500 gold lots. Like, they will sell very, very quickly, and I might sell all of them in a day. They're a lot more competitive because, like I said before, anybody can make them from anywhere. Buy the frozen orb, so check the price for the Eternal. If the frozen orb is cheaper, buy the frozen orb and then go and trade it at the trader. You'll make a higher profit margin, which is helpful. But they are another good one to make. So I won't make that now because I don't want to spend any more time on gold prep. I want to go do stuff. But yeah, you can go and check out those as well for the Northern ones. And for the Drather, I don't know, Dragon Isles, whatever it is. These ones sell for pretty good as well. The red ones, Infurious Watercloth Bolt, and this green one. So it just depends. This green one isn't always in profit. The red one almost always is. You do have to make them at a loom though, or you can't make them, which is sad. You do have to make them at a loom. The red one, it takes, I don't want to list 100 of those. What is going on? There we go. The red one, it takes a long time to sell. It does. Sometimes I find that it might take me all day to sell 20. But usually they're like, where is it? Usually they're like, I don't know, 20 to 50 gold profit. So it's actually all right. Like, even if you only sell 20, it's very low competition, that one, but it will take you a while to sell them. All right, we've got all our stuff. Let's go off and do something. Guys, it's raining outside and it's so nice. I love the sound of rain. I don't know how many of you care, but I love the sound of rain. It is like the best noise ever. That and like bark peeling. I don't know if you've ever watched like a cabin building video, but like the noise of bark peeling, I don't know what it is. I really like that. This is right about the time where half of you are like, alrighty then. But still, I'm gonna overshare. Not much has changed with this room. I moved one of the bookcases out. We are going to go on a decor hunt and do some of I think it's a Cataclysm dungeon. We're also going to do some Lovers in the Airfare stuff. We talked about that last week. Just giving you like a visual check. You can have a look around of what's changed in my house for anybody who cares. The Lovers in the Airfare stuff, I have been doing this on many alts. I have noticed like the first one you run it on, you'll get like 14 of these out of the bag. And then every other alt is like 3 or 4. So it really nerfs it on like other alt runs. It is still working, but it's not working as fast as it used to. So I don't know if Blizzard changed that. This is the first time I've done it with alts, to be honest. So I don't know if Blizzard's changed it or not. Why am I stuck here? Where's the go there? Outrage. Yes, we got our victory candles. Some people mentioned their day room is not working, and I just wanted to show you. I have the day room, but it won't let me place it anywhere. Like, I cannot place it. Like, I've got it, it's there, but nowhere will let me put it anywhere. Like, I cannot place it. So I know some people are like outraged about that, but it might not be working for a lot of us. Like, I have it, it's physically there, but I can't put it anywhere. It's not placeable. So just in case people are thinking I was getting unfair Blizzard treatment, mine is broken too. So we are going to we'll do the Lovers in the Airfare stuff because it's easy. I'm gonna do these are pretty, like, if you're like 200 gold is not nothing if you're looking for a quick win. So we will do this. I am actually gonna double check I'm in healer spec before queuing. Um, so we'll go do the lovers in the air for just the dungeon. So far I've got 2 mounts from that, guys. 2. I got a butterfly mount and a broom. I can probably show you. I don't know how long this queue is. Usually it's pretty instant. 17 seconds. Oh, it's probably not called a butterfly. So we got the Love Witch's Sweeper and some kind of butterfly. Maybe they call it a moth? No. I don't know what they're calling it. Rainbow something? I don't know. I don't know what it's called, guys. I got a butterfly. I got a butterfly mount, and that's what matters. This is taken much longer than the promised 17 seconds, so we will start heading down to Stormwind while we wait, because we are going to go do the Outland dungeon. So probably, oh, there it is. The one that had Cookie in it, I can't remember what it's called, Deadmines or Dreadmines, I don't know. The one in Westfall, we're going to that place. We're going to the one in Westfall, and we're going to get the footlocker. And there is also another one. It's actually the dungeon they make us run for the Lovers in the Airfare. You can't finish it, but we're going to go to Shadowfang Keep and run that too, because it has a pretty cool looking rug. So that'll be nice. This DPS, considering how long they have to wait for this queue, you think they would be like, yes, and clicking that so hard and fast. While we're waiting for this, because hopefully it'll pop up instantly. There it is. We'll run an undercut scan. Hopefully the next DPS is a bit more enthusiastic about it. You can see we've already made 16,000 gold, which is actually pretty good considering I spent probably about 30,000 gold buying the dust to make these things. We will cancel out another DPS, guys, another. Maybe it's because their queue is so long that they have just literally walked away, like gone for a bathroom break or something. I would be furious if that was me. Like, if you've been waiting 45 minutes for a queue and it pops while you're peeing, like, there's nothing more brutal than that. So we will cancel these while we're waiting. Another one. I thought we would just like wait for the next one and go in right away, to be honest. There it is. So hopefully this is the one. 3rd time's a charm. So I'm just cancelling all of the undercuts. If I can't post it before we go in, I can't post it before we go in, but we'll do our best. We'll open all of these. And just relist them. Oh, we didn't get to, did we relist one? Ooh, I'm the leader. I raid lead on Saturdays with my guild. And before that, me leadering is like, I don't know. So, but it's worked out just fine. So that's been fun. But me leading in a dungeon is like, you guys have seen me. I get lost in just about every cave. Like, I don't know the dungeon. I don't know my way around dungeons. You guys have seen. I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going. But I suppose it doesn't matter here. It's just a single boss. So this is, you get a lot of stuff out of this. Like, I've been surprised, like, the little candy box you get at the end, how many of them are giving out mounts, how easy there is. I actually have no idea how many mounts there is that you can get out of this, but there is a lot of mounts associated with this. I thought it was just going to be the ones you could get with tokens, but it's been nice getting the bonus mounts. So we are running this because I do love myself a mount. I don't have as many mounts as Zas does. Call out to Zas because she's got 800 and something mounts. If you have more mounts than Zas, drop it in comments. I need to know like, who has the most mounts, because 800 is an insane number. I will never catch up to her, even if I give it my best effort. But if you've got more mounts, then if you can, I think she's at like 820. So if you've got more mounts, and it's probably more than that since then, but if you've got more than 820 mounts, let me know. Just curious. Like, does anybody have all of them? I'm sure there's somebody. Standing in all the stuff, guys. It's a good thing I brute force my... I'm used to brute force healing through everything because I will stand in all of the mechanics. Like, they're totally optional. Where's the loony one? There he is. So we will have gotten our little box. It's only 6 tokens. Enters Outrage. I haven't even done a run today. Leave the instance group. We will finish listing our enchants, and then we will go off to Stormwind. I like how you can still do your auction house in the raid. So it's been a bit harder because I've been raid leading. So it's been a bit harder to do auction house in the raid lately. Why is this taking so long? Maybe I need to remount. Remounts on not the auction house mount. Me god thinky bits. Oh, I don't know why it's not letting us relist. So we'll fly through a portal and see if that'll give us a gentle reload. We've got to go to Stormwind anyway. Sometimes Auctionator breaks, I've noticed, if you're listing something as you go into a dungeon. So we'll see if this gives us like a soft reset. We'll check it on the other side because I really don't want to have to reload because we'll lose our totals, and that's been really frustrating. And if you watched the last video, you've noticed I'm lazy and won't go back and calculate that. Somebody could calculate it for me if you're really motivated. You could calculate it for me, but going through and figuring out my gold totals prior is like, guys, can't tell if it's a lag problem or if it's a add-on problem. We'll give it a minute and we'll fly. If it's not fixed by the time we get to the dungeon, I will do a reload, which is frustrating. So we are going to Westfall. The dungeon is like here. You would probably have to do it on heroic, I imagine, to trigger the Cataclysm version. So I don't know if it has a normal version, but it says in the Decor Hunter that we need Vanessa Van Cleef, and she is the Cataclysm boss. The normal one, the very first dungeon, is got Cookie in it. The Cookie is the final boss, so you want the heroic version. Whoops, I think I just changed raid and not dungeon like a genius. There we go. We are here. Let's see. Ugh. We're going to have to do a reload. I will write down the total. We'll see if I remember to put it together at the end. 17,930. Oh, geez. I mangled all of the numbers. So let's do a reload. See if it fixes it. Ugh. Maybe the auction house is broken. Hang on, let me make sure, because I didn't check CurseForge. See if there was a Auctionator update. I don't even know if we'll be able to sell these kind of manually. Looks like it's all broken. Blizzard! There is not an update for this. I'm going to exit WoW and see if a full exit fixes it, guys. Alright guys, we are back in. My auction house mount does not have the people on it, so we will hop back onto that and see if exiting WoW and re-entering WoW fixes it. Oh, this is promising. Yay! Alright guys, we just had to do a full exit before Blizzard could fix it. I checked, there wasn't an update. It just seems, maybe it's not the safest thing if you're using Auctionator to be trying to list things on the auction house after you've clicked yes to entering a dungeon or like a queued anything, because obviously like hardcore breaks it. So we will list these things and then we will go into the dungeon because that was a fun little tangent. I suppose I enrage. I've noticed when I go through and edit these, I like rage at almost every video, but Blizzard makes it really easy to find something to rage about. Also, I'm Aussie, so we rage about most things, like in a soft, gentle Aussie way. But yeah, if you're stuffing us around, we're gonna be loud about it. So, can I sell this rocket? Shoots a lovely firework into the air. Probably not, because it's got a duration. Just making sure I've listed everything. Sometimes I forget potions and things. It looks like I've got it all. All right, so the entrance is in here, just in case anybody doesn't know. Let me know if you want me to I don't know how much sense it would make to do this, but if you want me to cut out specifically the decor related stuff of these ramble videos and make smaller videos on them, I feel like most people can figure out where to get the decor from with the right add-ons, but it's not like, it's like maybe some of the achievement ones are more complicated, and I can do a video on some of the more complicated. I could have dropped down that hole, I'm realizing, but it's fine. I have been here before, guys, so I know my way to this one. We won't get lost inside this cave. Probably. Says it. Suddenly there are two ways. Guys, we're lost inside the cave. I made false promises. I don't know where I'm going. Looks like. Yep. Yay, we did it. First go. Yeah. Like a pro. Down there, I think. That got me for a minute. I was like, oh, damn, she buggered it up already. Where is it? Down here? Where's my entrance? This is new. Guys, I've never been here. I don't know what this is. This is new. Guys, I buggered it up. Didn't get it first try. I'm lost inside another cave. I really thought this was the way. Where's the dungeon entrance? There. I went the wrong way, guys. Alright. I've never been down there. Managers get lost inside a cave. I'll post that song. I just made it with a little, I don't know, music AI thing. It's just for giggles, really. I was having to play with it. The guild is making lots of guild-related songs. I made a professional floor hugger song for the guild, and then I was just buggering around with it. It's actually a fair bit of fun. It's got a copyright stuff, so you can't post any of the free stuff you make for free on the free plan anywhere, which is fine. I was just buggering around with it, but just for a bit of fun. Hopefully this is the right version. We'll just check to make sure I made the right version before we commit to this. This isn't it. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, awesome. So let's go through and can I say that in here? Can I say murder? We'll find out if it gets demonetized. So we'll go through and we'll collect all these things because we might as well. Ember silk cloth is a thing. It makes lots of gold. And so does hypnotic dust. Like it seems like the most profitable one at present, the most profitable dust. So if you're going to run something like this and you get a lot of greens, definitely send them to your enchanter, and disenchant them. Hypnotic dust is worth like 21 gold a thing. And you can get 2 or 3 of them per disenchanting thing, I think. So it's a good way to make more gold out of these things. Like this vendor's for 62 gold, but I'll disenchant it now and show you. I only got 1. But now it's 21 gold, and that's so much easier. You'll make a lot more gold for that. So disenchant the greens from any cataclysm content, whether or not you're doing a raid, or obviously I've not been in here. That threw me off. Whether or not you're doing a raid or if you're doing a dungeon clear. I don't know about the blues, but any of the greens are worth disenchanting. So definitely send that through. So we'll go through and collect all of these because if we get some greens, that would make these things a lot more profitable. Oh, well, there's a box here. I forgot that Blizzard used to do that. There's a box here. I want to know what's inside this box. A green. Is it a cataclysm green? I don't have disappearance, so we're about to find out. It is not a cataclysm green. Look at that box. Inside a cataclysm dungeon gave me all like classic stuff. Look at that. Surprise. Whoops. I've got all of my things open. Can I drink these and get drunk? Invigorating purple punch. Oh, I could pick up a lot of these. I'm going to hand them out at raid. Because what could go wrong with blurry screens and motion sickness? So I'm we'll get all these. We'll run through. This is going to be pretty easy. Some of this decor stuff is lots of fun. It's nice revisiting the older content. Just a bit nostalgic about it, I think. Get these guys. It's good to see how much gold you can make from running these kinds of dungeons too. Like some of them, I don't know, we'll disenchant one of these blues, but I suspect there'll be better vendoring. How much is a heavenly shard? Oh no, they're better to disenchant as well, so definitely disenchant those two guys. disenchant the blues. Look at our little 8-slot bag. I don't know if that's bugged or not. Getting classic stuff inside a Cataclysm dungeon doesn't seem right. Also, the mines, I'm just realizing, all Cataclysm. This is like a weird hybrid. Has it always been like this? I don't remember. I played this when it was current, so that was years ago. I haven't been back since then, really. Not unless I was leveling something, and I've not leveled a miner before, so I probably wasn't paying attention to the mining stuff inside here. Usually we have to get into that, but let's see if we can skip it. Can I jump over the ledge? Yeah, all right. I think we have to get these before it will unlock. Selling lots of enchants. Like I said, guys, it's insane right now. Now, is he clickable? Why is he not clickable? Clicky, clicky. Oh, he's doing something. Yeah! Excellent. I like it when they're easy. They don't involve complicated mechanics. Know how much gold we're going to make from this run? I reckon a fair bit. Like, not insane gold. Not insane gold, but being in here for decor and making gold on the side is nice. Look, another one of those treasure boxes. It's going to be broken too, I can tell. Yeah. Much joy. I hope they never fix it. Oh. Oh no, that wasn't a good choice. That cannon hurt more than everything else in here. Used to be a way to get like a macaw pet in here. I wonder if that still drops. We're going to kill these just in case because a pet will be valuable, I think. And the chance that it drops. I can't remember if it was in this version or the normal version. Oh, bugger. Rats. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to get back up there. I'll be more careful. I think this is the way. Guys, I'm realizing I'm hungry. Should do these videos with snacks. It's okay, I won't, because I hate listening to people eating and I won't do it to you. I hated listening to myself edit the, what is this? Ghostly Parrot. Edit the video where I was eating the gingerbread cookie. So I won't do it to you. But man, I need some snacks. Bit hungry, maybe a sandwich. Planning food. Might abandon you guys like for like 20 minutes or so, just mid-ramble break for snacks. It doesn't look like we're going to get a macaw pet. Maybe I was wrong, but I do feel like there was a pet. It's possible it got removed. I don't know. Tell me if I was wrong. If you guys know if I'm right or wrong with this, let me know. Just save my sanity. Was there or is there a pet in here that you can get from killing those birds? I know you can get a pet. It used to sell for tons of gold. I don't know if it still can, from Stranglethorn Valley. The Hinecliff Macaw or whatever it is. You get a lot of gold from farming that. And there was a place you could farm for it with like instant respawns. Well, almost instant respawns. It was back in Cata when I used to farm it. We could always do a throwback video. Go back and farm in place and see what we can make. But something tells me unless you're getting the pet, it'll be a pretty terrible farm in terms of gold per hour. Bouquet of roses. Look at that. Is this a sellable? Warbound. Damn, people would have paid for that achievement, I think. Shadowy figure appears. Very dramatic. Captain Cookie. Yes, make us some yum yums. It is confusing how he actively selects to get in the boiling pot. Like you would think that that would not be a choosing thing. But I suppose maybe Murlocs have a different sense of what is sensible. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, well, that worked okay. Just AoE it, guys. He wasn't clickable, but AoEing it seemed to work. Look at the little dancing baby Murloc. I've never noticed this. Did you guys see that? I want a dancing baby Murloc. Why is there a Christmas tree here? Do you guys see this? There's a Christmas tree here. It's Valentine's. I don't know if that's just always been here, or if this dungeon is a little bit more broken in more ways than one. Alright, give me my treasure box, Vanessa. You're gonna have to listen to her dramatic villain story. Her origin story. Mine will be centered, when I have my villain story, it'll be centered around not getting coffee. Like, there will suddenly be not coffee, or I will not get enough coffee. It will be centered around coffee. That will be my villain origin story. Oh, she's still going. Injects me with nightmare elixir. That seems non-consensual. Also different. I don't know if I've done this. What do I want with these? Click the thing. I don't know if I've done this. What do I do? Activate. Takes hold. Activate the steam valves. I did this. Where are the steam valves now? I did the clicky clicky. Maybe I've got to run through the fire? You have entered somebody else's nightmare. Well, that doesn't sound fun for them. Why is everything on fire? I have a feeling fire will hurt. Let's go over the edge. I don't know what I've been told. I love Ice Age, guys. Like the end of the world is mighty cold. It was one of my favorite things growing up. Ice Age, I was one of those kids. The nightmare shifts. Shifts to what? Can we go through this door? What do these do? Oh, random, but alright. I don't know what I'm doing. Is this a clickable box? We're on a distraction. We're on a tangent. I don't know what these are worth. Probably not very much. Why is this door not opening? Ooh, spiders. The nightmare is doing a lot of shifting. Actually, I'm really impressed at how well my character is performing while obviously like injected with some sort of something. You have entered the mechanical nightmare. I didn't realize machines had nightmares. Somebody ask an AI for me, do they have nightmares or is this just Blizzard's invention? How do we get through this? Nightmare is doing, if this is taking forever. I'm over the shifting, lady. It is pretty impressive that we can shift through other people's nightmares. Like, that's an impressive serum. It's making us go all the way through it again. Like, I didn't get lost the first time. What is this little parrot about? Does anybody know? It's obviously for something. Gotta save people. Hopefully we've saved them all. I don't know where the savables are, though. Oh, this looks like a guy that needs saving. Ooh. So I apparently did actual literal wandering during the nightmare elixir. It wasn't all inside my head. Who would have thought you could just yell enough to an attacker and they'll stop? Like there's some sort of honor code there. Yeah, I got my footlocker, guys. From memory, there's a dude here somewhere. Like a vendor, but that might just be a normal. Having a quick peek. He used to be down there, like a vendor. I don't remember what he had though. Sometimes these harder to get to vendors are worth looking at because they've sometimes got weird things that are worth selling. Just have a quick look inside the tents. It might just be on the other version. If you guys know what that bird is about, that ghost parrot, let me know. We will teleport back to Dawn. We will check our auction house and we will see how much gold we made with these. Like those bolts, that wasn't bad opening the treasure chest. I mean, it's not an insane amount of gold, but for literally clicking something as I went past, it's not terrible either. All right, so we will disenchant these things. I will speed it up for you, so I'll be quiet while I disenchant it and speed it up. We'll learn that. So I'm just going to have a quick look, see if there's a way to turn, this is Cataclysm stuff, if there's a way to turn Heavenly Shards into the dust. It doesn't look like it. That's a shame. Because the dust, the hypnotic dust is worth a lot more gold. But that's fine. It's not nothing. It's better than vendoring it. But we will list these things so we can get them for our totals at the end. Look at this bag being worth 10 gold. So we'll list these things for sale. And then I'll do the gold total at the end of the video, an hour afterwards, and we'll buy our tokens then. I don't want to sell those. I want those. What am I doing? What am I doing? I want those. I need them for my ghostly spell thread, which I am just realizing now that I have none of, so I should probably do that. So we'll list these things for sale, and I'll give you the total again at the end of the hour. So I'll tell you the gold total. I'll start telling you the gold total for... Guys, WoW just literally booted me. Like, it said that the application had an error, and then it forcefully exited everything. My recording, my WoW, all of it. The recording might have ended because I'm actually recording WoW, so closing WoW might have closed the recording, but it booted me. So mid-conversation, mid-sentence, I don't remember what we were talking about, but outrage, second thing for the day. I think I was talking about totals, so we just lost the raw gold from that farm, but it's probably from that run, is probably all right. I don't know how much we lost, but it probably wasn't that much in terms of raw gold from bosses and stuff, probably like less than 100, I would say. But we'll list all this stuff on the auction house. I'll try to give you a total at the end, like I was saying, a total at the end for how much gold I made for the session before I go and blow it all on tokens. So, because we will be buying tokens right at the end there, so just so you guys know that. It's I'm almost at 3 million gold again, so it's time to spend my monies. We'll hop on our mammoth mount and we will sell these things. We'll vendor our trash. We will vendor our other trash because not all of it is selling apparently. We're going to keep this to hand out for raid night because obviously that's important stuff. And we will run a quick auction house scan while we are here, an undercut scan. So I'll be quiet so I can speed that up for you guys. Do you guys see how many of the glittering masteries I made? I made 40. We're down to 6. It's possible this is too fast, but I figure you guys get the gist by now. I'm also going to just make some more of those glittering mastery enchants while we're here. Alright, those are made. We will list them for sale. But you guys can see enchants are selling very quickly. Very, very quickly. We'll list these and I'll go show you. But I wasn't kidding. Like, I already have to make more of a bunch of things. Lots of it is already gone. I won't do it all now. We'll let a couple more of them run out. But you can see lots and lots. We're just going to list some more spellcloth because I apparently sold a bunch of those. We made 100 of these and we're down to 36, guys. And it's, like I said, I can sell 200 over the weekend. We'll list 10 of those. But we are selling a lot of those already. We'll open these and we will go put down our decor before we head off to the next place. So I will teleport to our house and I will see you guys there. All right, guys, It's been like 10 minutes. I took a snack break. So I'm just gonna check my auction house again before we go place our decor and decide whether or not to go do a new thing. So I'm just running the auction house, scan again. Like I said, I went and had a sandwich. I was hungry. So you guys got abandoned for a few minutes. So we're just going to relist this stuff and I'll be quiet while we do that. So I can speed it up for you later. Do you guys want me to keep speeding these up or do you prefer them slow? Let me know. With this cloth, normally it is more profitable to turn it into ember silk cloth. You can see here. I will do that at the end and list it. But yeah, don't just, if you've got any kind of tailor, you can see here, you can add, well, I suppose it's only 9, I can make it while I'm rambling. You can add a ton more profit just by turning them into bolts. And it only takes you a few minutes. It's not a massive number, but it might end up being like 50 gold. So you might as well. And yeah, just always check when you're selling any kind of cloth, always check to see if it is more valuable to make it into a bolt. I won't sell these because I use them to make the ghostly spell thread. Check how cheap this is actually, because they have been jumping to very high. We'll see if we can let it drop a little bit lower. I use it to make ghostly spell thread, so there's no sense me selling it. 7 gold per bolt is 7 gold I save per bolt, which is still winning. But if you aren't going to make the ghostly spell thread, definitely still bolt it and sell it. So let's learn our new thing. And let's find some way to put it down. We're slowly leveling our house, guys. I almost forgot how to open my decoration thing. Where's our footlocker? This is it. How big is it? It's not too bad. Maybe it's a bedroom item, guys. What do you reckon? Bedroom? I've been inside some fun houses, guys. Like, my house is nowhere near the level some people's houses are. Like, my house is all right. It is. It's fine. I like my house. But some of them, I went into a house the other day, and the amount of work that has gone into decorating that house, it's just got so many rooms, hundreds of rooms. I got lost. Without the person in there, I couldn't find my way around. I got so lost. And they're really creative. Like, I don't know if I can say it here, we'll find out. But like, I've seen like some red rooms. So we'll get creative with how we're explaining this. If you've read 50 Shades of Grey, I have seen people use decor to make red rooms. It's not child friendly, and I won't show you here. But I'm just really impressed at the way people have been able to be kind of really creative with the decor we've been given. And it's been really funny. So I just thought I'd give those things an honorable mention. Your house does not have to look like mine. Like we've got a couple, I can show you here because I went and looked at Tokot's house once in the past, and I'll show you. He was like very anti-house, a very anti-decor. And slowly my enthusiasm is getting members of the guild, and he's one of the ones that are converted. He's made like a full druid paradise. Look at this, guys. Like, look, he's got his own little forest. He's got like a well. His inside is very minimal, but that's what he wants. But it's still, even that has been upgraded. He's like put like a mini forest inside. See? If you've seen Tokot's house in the beginning, he's really brought it along. He's made some windows; they're pretty cool. His day room is working, mine isn't. But he's got his little day room on the other side, and that's how his windows have a view. But yeah, there's just lots of different ways houses can be. Like, you can be really complex, or it can be really basic. But everything is like really unique. It's very character driven, I think. Like, no houses look the same. Like, I've not been in any that look like anybody else's. Like, they're all very different. And that's loads of fun. I love that. Alright, sorry guys. Had to tab out for a minute there and figure out how long this video had gone for. Trying to get a sense for the length you want. Like, I'm trying to include all of the gold related stuff, but also keep it at a watchable time. So I tried a longer video last week. You guys seen that? It was 2 hours or just under 2 hours, something like that. Because somebody said make longer videos, which is awesome. I love that they love that. All of those are undercut, so it's good that we're checking. But I found that it didn't get much watch time, like that the smaller video got more. So I might cut it off here. Obviously, I'll come back in an hour and show you the totals that we've made for the entire session. And I'll relist these too, because might as well. So I'll come back in an hour and show you. But if you want these videos longer, you need to let me know, because I think I'm going to start cutting them at an hour, because I feel like 2 hours becomes very difficult to watch all of, and people are avoiding it because like they can't commit to that kind of time frame, which is fine and totally understandable. So the option is they're longer, or I make 2 of them a week. If you guys want 2 of them a week, we could do that. I would like to be able to be getting in more of the actual gameplay stuff, but I know most of you are here for the gold, which is fine. I get that, like, people like gold, and that's what this channel started out as. But yeah, so let me know if you want more than 1 of these a week, or if you do want them longer. You do need to tell me, because I'm going to start capping them at about an hour. And we've had probably about, I don't know, I think we spent 40 minutes prepping, and then 30 minutes playing. I did speed up some of the prepping, so that's why this video isn't reflecting that. And you'll see it when you're watching it. You've watched it, you're here, you're at this point. I did some prepping and I sped it up. So we can do that. This kind of stuff will last me more of the day though. Like you've seen that I made some more, I'm listing them now. So I could definitely have actual, like, a whole hour of gameplay involved in this if that's what you wanted. But I am noticing that most people are not watching the longer video, so I'm not sure what that is. So I'll list these and I'll come back in an hour. I'll show you our gold total, and then we will buy our gold tokens as well. So I won't do anything else on WoW. I'll just kind of stay AFK and continue to list and relist, I guess, because you won't really see those. They'll take an hour to come through anyway. While I go through and edit that video. But you do, if you want something different with these Ramble videos, please tell me, okay? So I'll see you guys all in a little bit. We sold so many of these cloths. Like, did we sell all the moon cloth? Oh no, there's some. We sold almost all of the moon cloth, and we had 100 of those. And the shadow cloth is, we made a big dent in that too. Be interesting to see at the end. All right, I'll see you guys in an hour. Alright guys, it's been a little bit over an hour. I got distracted. I think we added 15 minutes. I got distracted editing the video. So you can see our inbox is full. I was relisting while I was basically AFK, tabbing in and out. So we will open all of these and see what our gold is. We have to add 17,000 gold to the total for our day total. Because we had to do that reload because it got broken. You're just double checking what our number was. It was 16,930. Well, it's still going. Our mailbox was really full, guys. Will we make it to 3 million? Yeah! Did it. So, let's put this number in. 16,930 plus 333.7. Oh, that's not a 7. 272. So we made 350,000 gold, guys. 300. That's really not bad. 350,000 gold for the hour. Well, it ended up being an hour and a half because I was going through and editing this, and I realized earlier when I was saying how long it was that I forgot to drop in part of the video. Once I put that in, we're at about an hour and 20 minutes. And this will add a couple more minutes as well. So, yeah, I already forgot the number. I think we said 350? Yes, I just had to look at my calculator again. 350,000 gold for the hour, so that's quite a lot of gold, and I'm going to, like, kind of immediately go and blow it. So hopefully the tokens are a sensible price, because we want game time. Just checking to see how much this blows out. I reckon we can buy 3. 3 tokens, guys. Winning. 3 tokens this week, 2 tokens last week. Still over 2 million gold, so we've still got oodles. Oh, God, there's more. We didn't. Oh, jeez. How much more? I reckon it probably added 10,000. We can open it and see. 11,000. Hang on, we've got to add 11,000 to our total. I didn't realize more hadn't come through. So 362,000 gold for the hour. Obviously, we're going to be in the negatives now because I just went and bought a bunch of tokens and I'm going to put them on game time. It's just easier this way. That way there's no pressure. I don't have to worry about my subscription while everything's new, and if I want to go on a full-blown tangent and hyper-focus leveling 9 characters, I can do that, and it's fine. We're paid up until the end of August now. So we've gotten really far just with these last few weeks of Midnight. We did blow almost 1 million gold just there, but it's fine. We did sell all of that cloth that I made, so that cloth I took you to show you. We sold all of it except for we sold 80 of the shadow cloth, 75 of the spell cloth, all of the primal moon cloth. And all of that was at profit for me, better margins than this we're seeing, because like I said, I've been buying them even while I've got it. Like if I've still got these things in my bag, I will be checking this list here to see if any of them are insanely cheap. See here, the Motes of Shadows, they're really good right now, 50 gold. This is when I would buy them, even though I don't need to make more shadow cloth right now. It's much better than, if I show you this, it saves 20 gold per primal, which means my profit margins are increased by 20 gold per brain melting, per cloth I make. So I'm just buying those now while we were talking about it, so that's, my brain couldn't do both. But you can see what I'm doing here. Even if I've got the other cloth and I haven't sold it yet, I'm already trying to buy the bits for the next load while it's cheap. So that is all for this video. Hopefully you found something interesting in it. You enjoyed getting lost in the cave with me and getting some decor, making 350,000 gold. We more than paid for the token today. I mean, we did buy 3 of them, but in an hour I paid for a token. I know some people are saying that you can just do an hour's worth of work and pay for a token. I live in Australia. I think the tokens are like $44. You have to pay $44 for a token. There are not many Australian jobs that will give you $44 per hour after tax. I don't know what those people are on about. Some people will have those jobs, they will, but the majority of people, like I was a qualified teacher, we were getting $22 an hour or something. Like even working as a teacher, I went to university to get a degree for that, I still wasn't making $44 an hour. So yeah, I don't know what those people are on about, so just ignore that kind of negativity. I think people just spout that kind of stuff without actually checking. But yeah, so this was really good. I'm still selling enchants. I'm gonna have to go make more. And I will see you all in the next one. And as always, remember, girls don't play WoW.